Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Abomination Goddess podcast, where we sit down once a week and delve into the mysteries of intuition. We offer a space to explore the knowing within you, and we want to help lift the veil so that you can see more of the real world around you. With me, as always, is Casie Hulseth. She is the author of the Abomination Born series. It is a fictional portrayal of her real life experiences with the mystical realms. Her action packed books are full of lessons, insights, and calls for other Abomination Born folks in the world to start connecting. She is an award-winning public speaker, and I think that you'll find by watching this podcast that she reads, or and by reading her books, that she just effortlessly draws her audience into her world, both in her book and on the stage. Welcome, Casie. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yes. And my name is Ashley Kim. I am the author of Villain Era Goddess. It is a book that I wrote to help women on their journey to set boundaries, build confidence, and heal themselves. It is a very honest and open look at what I went through and the tools that I used to survive my villain era. I went through my journey alone, and so I wrote my book so that you wouldn't have to go it alone. I will be riding the crazy roller coaster with you. Yay! Welcome, everybody. Okay, let's see. We start our podcast each week with show and tell, and it kind of kicks off all of our conversations. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen here. I'm excited. Let's see here. Let's see. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay, let's see what I got here. First, I want to share my new little Valentine's Day heart necklace. I think it is Jet. Um, my mom buys she makes jewelry out of gemstones, and so there was some deal going on where she could buy a bunch of hearts that were made out of a bunch of different gemstones. They don't tell you what they are, but it's a fun guessing game. We get on, we take pictures and start Googling and searching. So I think this one is Jet. And I love all the black stones. So that's the one that I picked out of all of the stones that she had. And I'm wearing it today.
Yeah,
Um,
and you said that it's scratched just a little bit. Yeah, so
it
that's
did, yeah.
jet. Jet used to be is sort of a petrified plant material,
Hmm.
and in medieval times they used to mine jet on the Isle of Wight and off of England, and they would make those black bracelets, and they were real common. A lot of the medieval women wore the black like a bangle, and it was all made out
Yeah.
of jet.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is
So
so
it's
cool.
been known as a protection like forever.
Yeah. Yes. I love that. And so during the Omen days, with Deborah Burris, I pulled a gemstone oracle card every day, and Jet came up twice. And I was thinking to myself, okay, I need to keep my eye out for it so that I can have some. So anyway, this one fell into my lap, and I was very excited about it. Okay. I wanted to show a couple ladies that I follow on TikTok if other people are interested in this. This one, and I apologize first of all to these women. I did not get good screenshots of them. Um, so this lady is called Dana, I'm going to say Dozy, Dozzyyy, and she talks about resetting your nervous system. And the reason why I really like her is that she looks at it purely from a female point of view, but then also not all females are the same and we're all different and things like that. And so she goes into kind of the different ways that we are. So this one, she says, fast mind, fast nervous system, high sensitivity as a woman. You need to embrace your fire instead of trying to extinguish it. And so she teaches that there's a lot of things you can do out there to help your nervous system, calm down, reset it. But since we're not all the same, not everything, not all of the advice works for everybody. And so she jumps into how we're all different and the different things we can do. So I recommend her if you're looking into anything like that and you just want to learn more about it. I think right now is a great time to do it. And I'll get into those screenshots a little bit later, but the year of the snake is ending and the year of the horse is starting. And for people in the US, we kind of forget that not all of the big changes happen, December 31st to January 1st. It's a little bit later. And so some of us are going through some shedding right now that is not always a great experience. Good for us, but not a great experience. And so I think this would be helpful, this lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out. That was on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, she's on TikTok. This lady, I feel so bad about the screenshot. I was like, I was in a hurry. I am so sorry. So her name is just Kristen on TikTok, but she always has these glasses on, so you can find her. And she goes through all kinds of things, but basically just helping you kind of navigate once the veil is lifted, once you start seeing things, like what do you do with that? Because you're still your old self morphing into your new self. And like, how do you navigate all that? And how do you do it with grace and kindness as well? Because you're going to start seeing things that maybe other people don't yet. And it can be frustrating. And things like that. And so she just kind of helps walk you through everything. And that big picture of look, you have to look at this with a big picture before you kind of drill down into who you are and who you're associating with or navigating life with. And so she has a lot of really good information out there. And her name is Kristen. And so this video specifically I really liked. So she said your own reactions are a reflection of you, not of the things that you're reacting to, which we all kind of get that, right? But me anyway, I need that reminder pretty much once a week.
That was a good one.
Yes. Yeah. And this is something that I work with even with my kids because, especially now that they're older, they'll say something that just kind of triggers me and I have a reaction. And then later I will be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I try to talk through that with them, like, this triggered me because of this and it's not your fault. And then, I'm sorry, like whatever. But I try to work it through with them because someday that will be them. They will be in a situation where they reacted to something and they're going to be like, dang it, I shouldn't have reacted that way. So I try to work through it with them. But two comments on this video that I highlighted, which I think this is kind of cool. Somebody said, if it's hysterical, it's historical. And oh my gosh, what a good reminder. The more hysteria and your triggered reaction, you really do need to dig into your past. And then another person said, if you can't control your emotions, others will definitely control you. And I think
Yeah.
that was probably one of my bigger lessons that I had to learn in life is that, um, yeah, I don't want to be controlled. I want to have the control. And that we have the control. We just have to learn it. And we have to have grace with ourselves while we do it. And then I did not highlight, but I do feel this other comment. I am so tired of examining myself. I really I think a lot of people, I know I am feeling that way right now, but I also know that everything is temporary and we will get through this shedding together and we will be free horses.
Well, that maybe with age, because I'm 72, I don't examine myself anymore.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
am aware that every reaction I have is I'm casting a spell. So
Mm,
words are so powerful. And so I work very hard at my words that I say when I am reacting to something, because
yes.
I know that my words are powerful.
Yep, exactly. And I think that's one of my biggest lessons, probably within the last 3 weeks would be, yeah, my words. Yeah, very powerful. And once you start really paying attention to them, once you're like, you can look at your words as mindset, but then you can look at your words as spells. It's kind of the same thing, but it's kind of different too. Once you look at them as spells, you realize the impact you're making,
Yes,
the inside and
yes,
the outside, versus mindset is more like, what you're doing on the inside. But when you look at them as spells, you're looking at like, are you going to paint your wall blue or black? Like, which one are you going to do? Like it really is a very big decision. And so I think that's been one of my shedding learning points that I'm learning right now. Um, okay, let's see here. Oh, I have a couple things about the year of the snake and the year of the horse, just because I literally have to keep reminding myself that we are just all going through it right now because I
yes.
want to lay on the floor and like kick and scream like a toddler until somebody gives me a snack. Like that's just where I am right now. So I thought I would bring these in case anyone else needs them too. And so I thought this was a good comparison. So 2025 year of the snake, We have truth, grief, endings, release, end of cycles, shedding, lifting of veils. And then 2026, year of the horse, we have movement, new beginnings, alignment, freedom, beauty, passion, and flow. And aren't those all wonderful things? Um, and the thing that I like about this is even the words that are under the 2025 year of the snake, those are also wonderful things too. Even feeling grief can help you release something. So they're all wonderful things, not all fun to go through, but I liked those comparisons. It gives me hope.
Yeah, that was nice. That's really nice.
Oh, and I should give credit. This is from Wild Woman Sisterhood Official. Um, and then the other one, let's see, I don't know if these are in order. This is from Rewilding for Women. So obviously, I follow a lot of wild women type content on Instagram because that's my goal in life.
Me too.
Um, so as you're feeling all of these, this account talks about you may feel called deeper, not forward. And I think that can, for somebody with my personality type, where I always want to see the improvement, I want to like visually or physically feel something to go deeper instead of forward, to me doesn't always feel like progress. So this was a good reminder for me. Quiet, hunkered down. This also does not feel like process or progress to me. It feels like I gave up and I'm hiding. So these are such good reminders for myself right now. Feels like you're standing on the edge, restless, irritated, not done yet, alone in a way no one can fix. Like something has to come off, but it won't release on command. And they say nothing is wrong. This is the final shedding phase.
And remember, when the shedding happens for a snake, they are blinded for a while, and that's when they will bite because they're afraid of everything that moves past them.
Mhm.
And then also once they've gotten out of that loose skin that's over their eyes and they finally get themselves out of their old skin, their new skin is ultra sensitive. It's
Mhm.
sensitive to temperature, it's sensitive to texture, it's sensitive to everything. And they know that they're new. And so they're still vulnerable at that time. And I think we all are in that phase where we've maybe shed it off now, but holy buckets, we're really vulnerable,
Yes, yes.
sensitive.
Yep, I love that. Thank you. That
So
is a
just hang
wonderful reminder.
on.
Just hang on, please. Um, okay, so this is the same rewilding for women account, but they said this phase can feel like how am I still here? Why isn't it done yet? What else needs to come off? You are not stuck. You were working on the last seam. The skin that clung longest takes the most patience. So I think that was a very good reminder as well for us.
And then,
Um,
when the snake sheds its skin, it does it because it's gotten bigger and, it needs new skin. It needs a new size. And so
yeah,
it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. And so this is where we can just be content with, okay, for right now, this is the new me.
yeah, yes, yeah, you're
It'll
right.
happen again.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we are never done changing.
No, yeah.
Okay, last one on this. The snake clears the path, the horse runs it. The fire horse doesn't reward effort, it responds to alignment. What moves fast next depends on what you release now. And so I really liked this slide in here because it's a good reminder that letting go really does reward you. So stop, if you're me, this is my message to myself. Stop hanging on to everything. Let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. And as soon as it warms up, the snake moves really fast.
True, 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 true. Yeah. I love that. Okay, I think that was all I had for the snake and the horse. So the only last thing I had, well, I have one other thing. We're going to wait till you go through yours.
Oh, okay.
But I thought this was such a good reminder. This is from the science account on Instagram. But I think this is a perfect reminder right now, especially if, we're all watching people argue on the internet, but humans now only make up 38.5% of internet traffic. The other 61.5% is non-human, like bots, hacking tools, etc. So keeping that in mind, that less than 40% of your interactions online are even with a real person. And
Isn't that
so,
amazing?
yes, yeah,
I know we were on YouTube the other day and I was just shocked. Almost everything that came up for us to choose to watch was an AI generated program and it's like, oh, I can't be bothered with them.
yeah. And yeah, it's very interesting right now. So AI uses um, other things to learn from, and then it creates it. And so
Yes.
then eventually AI is just going to be learning from AI. Like it's just going
Even
to be,
even people who look like they're sitting there talking to you, it turns out, I'm watching it for a little while, then I realized, oh man, this is an
I know it's
AI.
not a real person. Yeah. Yeah.
This isn't real.
Yes. Yes. So, and it's very interesting. They're starting to use AI models, and instead of like hiring a person to be a model, they're now just
Yes,
using AI. Like it's very
yes,
interesting.
yes.
So yeah, maybe, don't take everything to heart on the internet because it was probably somebody wrote a script program that said, say this to trigger this and use these words and do this, and that's literally what you're reacting to. You're not reacting to a real human on the other side. So I think that's interesting. And then
Very
the other kind
interesting.
of, yeah, AI is also now starting like their own group chats and Reddit to say, I'm trying to get, yeah, the AI bots come in and they're talking to each other. They're not even pretending to be human. They're saying, I'm trying to get humans to do this and react to this. What program do I need? What code do I need to
Oh,
switch in my
wow.
program? Like, and you could watch them talking back and forth to each other. It's very interesting. So we are in a very interesting spot right now as we all watch all
Yes,
this unfold.
yes, yes.
Okay, that is all that I have.
Okay. Well, do you want to go to the lady on fire there? I thought that was kind of cool.
Yes.
This was, oh,
AJ.
I don't know who it's from. Oh, from AJ. AJ on TikTok on TikTok. Yeah, AJ. Every time you live your truth, you free an ancestor who was forced to hide theirs.
I
That
love
that's
this.
so true. I just love that.
Hmm.
I just love
I
that.
feel that.
Every
I feel
once,
that.
yeah, every once in a while, I feel from the other side, I'll feel an ancestor go, "You go, girl,"
Yes. Yep. Same here.
You did
Yep.
good.
I love that.
That was
Yeah,
right.
you did good. Yay.
Yay. And even
I,
if I do something that's not good, they're like, ah, yeah, yeah, we did the same thing.
yep.
Don't worry about it. It'll pass.
Yep. I know one of my favorite quotes is, I'm here to support your rights and your wrongs.
Yeah,
Do,
that's
I
good.
do feel
That's
like
good.
yeah, getting that support. Okay.
How about oh, where's my vocabulary? The wood, the petrified, not the petrified, what do you call that?
Driftwood. I
Driftwood.
know. I had to look too because I kept wanting to say fossil. Okay.
Folklore says if a piece of driftwood calls to you, it is meant to be yours, believed to bring luck and protection. Driftwood is seen as a living bridge between forest and sea. Old traditions say it carries the spirit of the place it once belonged to. And this is from Plum Island Drift
Ooh, yes.
on
I love that.
Instagram. Yeah. Ah, now, what is so important about driftwood and everything really that we find is the journey that it took. So if I am drawn to driftwood, even if I own driftwood, but I don't really look at it for quite a while, but all of a sudden I'm drawn to it. I want to pick my piece of driftwood. I have a driftwood wand, and when I pick that up or I'm drawn to it, I know that I am on a journey between two worlds again because driftwood was a tree on land and it went into the water and it had to be in those waves of the water for long enough for it to become then washed on shore to become what it is, this smoothed out beautiful piece of driftwood. And I find that by noticing my driftwood, then I know, okay, I'm starting the journey. Either I'm starting a new journey or the journey that I've been working toward is beginning.
Yeah, I love this. Ooh, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm such a fan of driftwood. I have a lot of it in my house. Outside I have a piece of driftwood with keys hanging off of it that I keep in my little patio area. And then um yeah, I have a bunch from Oregon. I met a lady in um Louisiana, and I just loved her. She travels the US to all the coasts and collects whatever driftwood she can find just from around the US. I thought, what a cool thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And she travels. That's a journey in itself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
And so this,
her life is movement. There's,
it is, yeah.
that's
She has
that's
lots of driftwood and lots of keys. So I think that's so I think I've showed this before, but this is one of
yeah,
my this is driftwood art that my mom made me. We went to Oregon and picked up our own pieces. But yeah, this was what she had made me, and I just have it hanging on my wall.
I love
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my other page I went to was the one from Google.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
good
one.
point.
I read Deborah Burris's wonderful book on weather magic,
Hmm.
and she talks about dew point. And for some reason, today it hit me what dew point is. Okay, so it says dew point is the temperature at which air becomes fully saturated with water vapor and cannot hold more moisture, leading to condensation or fog or dew. And I write about this in all my stories. Years ago, Al and I were in the Coconino National Forest. We were west of Flagstaff, and we were at this point in the forest where you could. It was very high altitude, and you could look out, and it's like you could almost see to Las Vegas. We were up so high, and the
Yeah.
distance you could see from there was just unbelievable. And then Al took me deeper into the woods because he can never stay on a trail or anything. And so we went deep into the woods. We came to this meadow, this gorgeous meadow. It smelled like lemongrass everywhere. And that's when this pillar of light came down, and it was Turtle Woman. And and that's when she explained to me that we should use our body like this vessel. And we fill our body up with the life force that comes in. And then when it's so full, then it comes out and it can spread out into the world. And it becomes this is the dew point that it's talking about. We reach this dew point. And then I realized that every single time that I've been so full of the source coming in, a fog will come around me. And it's happened all my life. This fog comes around me. It's a green fog. And when the green fog comes, I know something's happening, something. Uh, and I met Al the night I met Al at the Dock Holidays, the most horrible bar in south of Minneapolis. And I think it was closed for all the shootings that happened there.
Oh my
It was on Nickel Beer Night, Tuesday night. But
God.
the fog was around me that night. Everything I did was so odd. I wasn't in control of anything. This fog around me was controlling everything. When we're driving in the car and all of a sudden the fog, the dew point hits, I'm so full of it, it's coming out as this fog around me. When we're driving in the car, sometimes what'll happen is the fog will be everywhere. Then I know something's up, and that's when I tune in. I tell Al to stop. A deer is going to hit our car, and sure enough,
Yeah.
he now knows to stop, and there
Yeah.
goes the deer. Um, and years ago too, I was in Fay Canyon in Arizona, and we were walking, hiking full moon night. We always hike late at night. It was probably around midnight. And we were with our friend Casie. She was with us. And all of a sudden, that fog came around me, the same fog in the moonlight. So it took a lot for me to see fog in the moonlight.
Yeah.
And that was the night that I disappeared. And they couldn't find me. I don't even know, to this day, I don't really know what happened to me, but I was gone up until sunrise. And I don't know
Really?
where I was. I took one step and I apparently disappeared. And the next step, I was standing in front of the Jeep and they're like, "Where have you been?" And I was like,
Oh my
"What do you mean?"
goodness. Yeah. Oh my
So that
gosh. And you
this
had
is
no idea.
no, and this is the dew point.
Mhm.
I just I thought this was just amazing. Um, yeah.
That is so cool.
So I'm
Yeah,
now going to call it the dew point,
yeah, it's the dew point.
where we're
Yeah,
so full of the source that comes in, and the fog that comes around.
yeah. I like the concept too. Not even concept, but I guess more of like just making it visual for me of filling yourself up with it enough that it also comes out.
Yes,
Because yeah,
yes,
I think for me anyway, I forget. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
yes. And the fog isn't really fog, it's more like a jello. It's
Really?
like, yeah, it's like green, light green jello around me.
Yeah.
Every
Interesting.
time. Every time.
Yeah.
I'll walk into an event or walk someplace, and when that green comes around me, this foggy jello comes around, I know that I'm about to be shown something, or something has happened where I'm going to be communicated with.
Mhm. That is so cool. That is, yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah,
Dew
I do too. Okay, one more thing, just another thing, the Enchanted.
point.
I'm
Hmm.
so excited.
Yeah.
The weekend of March 13th to the 15th, the Enchanted, I'll be speaking at the Enchanted in Conway at their fairgrounds. That's Conway, Arkansas, just north of Little Rock. And I'm doing a workshop on psychic gift orders. We've talked
Yeah.
about that lots.
Yes. So helpful. I wish I could go and be there in
Well,
person.
you already know everything that
I
that I'll
don't
be
know.
talking about.
Every time you talk about it, I don't know, it switches things around and I understand it even more. So I don't know. I feel like I need it a few more times.
Yeah,
But yeah, it
even
has
me, every
already
time
helped
I do it, I learn more.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it has
love to
helped.
read other people and help other people understand what they are.
Yeah, yes. And we're different. Yeah, I know for me, the times that we've talked about it, because I feel like you have been teaching me a lot about this, and I feel like I don't even know 5%. But already it has helped so much, just with grace and kindness and maybe switching how I talk to somebody a little bit based on, what their gift orders are. But yeah, I think anybody, if you can make this class, you have to go because this is life changing. This will change your relationship with your family, with your coworkers, with the person screaming at the grocery store. Like it's gonna change everything. Um, yeah, you got to go. Plus, also just, the Enchanted Metaphysics and Mystics Market is a cool place to be too. And there's going to be a lot
Yeah.
of amazing people there. Um,
Tea
tell us a little
readers,
about that.
or I don't know about stone readers. There'll be card readers, there'll be all kinds of people will be there. It'll
Yep.
be great.
And then some of our podcast guests from the past will be there too, correct?
Melody should be
Uh,
there, or Monica.
Deborah
Yeah.
Burris will be there.
Yes,
And
I
then
think so.
Yeah,
Monica.
yep, she will be
Uh,
there. Stephanie.
and Kathy Feathers will be there probably too. Well, I'm not really sure. I haven't seen who's all going to be there yet, but
Yeah, still
it's
learning.
great. It's
Yeah.
great. Oh yeah, and uh, geez, the cave.
Yeah, Stephanie, Animal
Stephanie,
Totem.
yes, Stephanie Brown. Yeah, she'll be there. Yeah,
Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to make it down there, but I don't think I'm going to this time. Ugh, sounds so cool. So yeah, everybody, let's see here. On Facebook and Instagram, they are Enchanted Mystic Market is what you would look for. And then you can also go to enchantedmysticmarket.com if you want to learn more about this. It's going to be very cool.
yes.
Okay, I think that was it. I'll stop sharing for a second. Oh, I had my face. For anybody watching the podcast, I apologize for having my face so close there for a second. Oh my goodness. All right. This was good. Fun podcast today. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting prepared to finish shedding the last of the skin so I can run free and wild um with my passions and new endeavors and working on my dew point.
With this fog thing that I mean, the dew point. So let's say we're attracted to a petrified wood or a stone or driftwood or even a piece of jewelry. It doesn't matter. That object might also be giving off the dew point.
Ooh,
It is
yeah,
so full of something that it is also sending it out. And for visuals like me, I'm going to see something. But for
mhm,
intuitives like you're going to just sense it. Your whole body will just sense it. You won't know what it is or
right.
why. And so don't
Yeah,
even bother asking. You just know.
just go with it.
Yeah, exactly. And so objects, we can be drawn to object. I'm putting together another class on stones and why we're drawn to them or why they would talk to us. And that's something else is that is every object can have a dew point to it.
Yeah,
It's so full of source that it sends it out and it's trying to communicate something to you.
yeah, yes, yeah, I love that.
Animals
And
do that.
yep, yes, so many things.
Mhm.
Objects. I like even at thrift stores, there are things I won't put down, and I don't even know why, but I just know it's coming home with me.
Yeah, when our little dog Cricket used to talk with me, and when Wolfie used to talk with me,
Mhm.
the it was always that fog, but it wasn't coming from me. It would always come from them. But
Yes. Oh,
that's
that's so
just me
sweet.
because I'm so high visual. And so,
Hmm.
the green jello fog would come out of them.
Yeah.
And I knew, okay, they've got something. I need to pay attention. They're not
Yeah.
just asking for food, or a treat.
Going beyond that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I like that reminder. Yeah, and like you said, it's gonna feel or look different depending on your psychic gift orders too.
right, right.
Yeah. And go with it, right? Like if you see or feel it and you can tell, like,
Yes,
it's
yes.
source, it's the dew point, it's Gus,
Yeah,
then yeah,
and your dew point could happen, the overflowing dew point could happen in a vibration. So if you're high feeler, you're also high feeler, you might feel the vibration. And so some
yeah.
people will lay their hands over things or near things and they'll feel it, a vibration. And that's the dew point of that object. It has reached that point where it is finally able to come out and tell you something.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I love that. So yeah, everybody experiment with it. See what you see, hear, smell, feel,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever. Yeah, start paying attention to it, journal it. And what a great way to get to know your intuition too and start
yes,
listening a little bit more.
yes, yes.
Because you have it. You just got to find yours.
Yes, yes,
Yay, I love that. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me. This is always my most favorite part of the week.
mine too.
Yay. Yes, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. Yay, awesome. Bye.
Bye, everyone.